Hey, I'm going off the rails on a crazy train. And this is what I did last week and how I'm preparing for Season 3. So it was a relatively quiet week. I actually didn't spend a whole lot of time in-game. I spent a little bit more time farming mounts. Wasn't able to get any more drops, but overall I still think the event was fantastic. The main thing that I was doing is preparing for Season 3, so because of the bag update that's coming, which if you don't know, they're taking away bags in the bank and just making them kind of like the war bank. So what I was doing is logging onto all of my alts and taking out anything from the bank that I do not want to lose, because if you don't remember, when the war bank came out, a lot of people lost a lot of things and they were never compensated for that. They never got any of that back. And I know that Blizzard said they have some failover stuff and backup stuff going on, but I just in case none of that works, I would much rather spend some extra time taking out legendaries and stuff I've acquired over the years from my alts. Just put them in their bags and not lose it if something goes awry. And then I also have to go into my war bank and take out some of the pets I have and just withdraw all the gold that I'm keeping in there, just so I don't lose any of it. Again, I'm very paranoid about this, so just want to make sure that doesn't get lost. One thing I'm also going to do today, as well as on Monday, maybe even Tuesday, is back up all of my add-ons, which if you don't do, I highly recommend at least before a patch goes live, if not an expansion. Because worst case, you spent 15 seconds backing up stuff that didn't matter. But best case, a whole bunch of stuff breaks and you don't have to waste even more time reconfiguring all your add-ons from scratch, which I've had to do multiple times. Very frustrating, and is one of the reasons I back up at least once a month, but especially before a patch comes out. Apart from that, I spent some time cleaning up my Warriors quest log, and finally, for the first time since Legion, so almost 10 years, finally I have no quests in my quest log. And then this week, it's just kind of a chill week again. It's not doing a whole lot, just enjoying whatever I can. I'm probably going to spend some more time leveling alts, which this week I got my 17th level 80, my shaman, my enhancement shaman. Took about 12 dungeons to go from 70 to 80 using Turbulent Time Ways and Winds of Mysterious Fortune, which is amazing. I'm on vacation right now until mid-August, so I would like to get 2 to 3 more level 80s in that time. That'd be awesome, and then just slowly continue working my way through all the alts that I have. But overall, Season 2, my thoughts on it are that it started off amazing, and then it very quickly kind of fell out of favor with me. I think the launch of it was awesome. I think I've talked about this in the past, that the announcement of Undermine was underwhelming. I don't like goblin things. I was very just not impressed with the announcement, and was thinking I was not really going to enjoy this patch. And Undermine comes out, and it feels lived in. It feels very just amazing. It's a very, very fun zone to be in, despite not being able to fly. And the raid visually is one of the best they've ever had, and especially the boss fights. I think I really, really enjoyed that raid, and it felt like the thing that I was worried about not liking in this patch ended up being the thing I loved, and then everything else that came out in this patch just really took me out of it. Visions I've hated since BFA, never liked them, don't like them now, and I think it's even more frustrating because I think the enchant that you get from that doesn't even carry over into Season 3, you can't use it then, so it's literally just for a few months in Season 2 that you could have this, which is completely pointless. We had Dastardly Duos, which I think is more of an event than something for Season 2, but it was kind of time-gated with everything else, and it was just not fun and pointless. There's Overcharged Delves, which were available for, like a month and a half, 2 months, and they're now going away in Season 3, which is, why did we have them then? Flames Radiance was short and bugged for a long time and was not that interesting. I just think that Season 2 started off great, and everything that came after missed the mark, and honestly made me enjoy playing WoW less. So Season 3, I'm definitely more optimistic about it than I was Season 2 when it was announced. I just hope that Blizzard doesn't do what they did with Season 2, which is have a great start and then just fumble the ball throughout the entirety of the rest of the patch. My goal in Season 3 is going to be kind of the same that I had in Season 2, which is to get at least 2,000 rating, which I don't think is going to be a problem at all. I'm ending this Mythic Plus season at a rating of 2695, which is the highest that I've ever been. I don't really care that much if I go over that or not. It would be nice if I could get to 3K, but I'm not, like, I stopped caring in Season 2 when I realized how much I didn't enjoy doing that, so I'm probably not going to push for that in Season 3 unless I find some sort of guild group or some sort of group otherwise that is fun to play with. And then on my warrior, I would just like to get all best in slot gear, at least from a heroic perspective. He's ending Season 2 at a item level of 675.31. And like I said with Season 1 and Season 2, I would like to play my tank and my healer, my prop pally, and my resto shaman, spend a little bit of time in Mythic Plus with them. I always get that burst of energy and wanting to play them when the season starts, and then it kind of fades out over time just because there's so much to do on my warrior. But I've really, really enjoyed tanking on my paladin and healing on my shaman, and I would like to spend more time doing them. And overall, I think the last few months I've really had a casual approach to the game, and I think that because I've seen how easy it is to get 2,000 rating and get that mount, and then still have like multiple months left over of the season, I think that'll make it a little bit easier for me to be okay putting my warrior on pause and going to play one of those other two characters for a little bit of time. There weren't a lot of achievements or mounts this week. For achievements, I only got 10 more points. I'm ending the week at 46,905. I got the other two lore walking achievements that I was missing, and they were much quicker than the ethereal one. And I got the achievement to collect a gear set from the Liberation of Undermine raid. For mounts, I got the Shadow Barb drone, which is like a month-long questline from BFA, and I've had this in my quest log since BFA and was stuck on one particular pet battle quest. Come to find out, it's like the third last day of the quest, so I was able to finish that off pretty quick. I thought I was much earlier on in the quest line, so that was a pleasant surprise. From the Bilgewater Paragon, after 2 chests, I got the Bilgewater Bombardier. And for getting Renown 20 with Galagio, I got Florendo the Furious, which I love. This mount is so cool since the day I saw it. I love the way it gets stuck during its mount special. This is just a fantastic mount and just well done. In other news, as I alluded to with the intro of this video, I just want to spend a little bit of time here talking about Ozzy Osbourne. He passed away last week, and he and his bandmates in Black Sabbath were the godfathers of the genre of music that I have loved for the majority of my life. As a kid, No More Tears, Osmosis, and Down to Earth were albums that I listened to a lot. And especially Down to Earth, I not only love that album, but the album cover itself. I remember having that CD and just looking at it all the time and just admiring the artwork on it. It's very simple, but just something that really impressed me as a kid. I've been listening to nothing but Ozzy and Black Sabbath for the last week, and even though I knew how many great songs both he and they had, it's just re-listening to that stuff for the first time in a little bit, just really admiring how good these songs all are, and just really enjoying the life of music that he helped create. But rest in peace, the Prince of Darkness, and thank you for all the great music. But that is it for me. That's all the stuff that I wanted to talk about and everything that happened to me last week. Let me know how your week went. How was the last week of Collector's Bounty for you? How are you preparing for Season 3? What are you looking forward to, or what are you not looking forward to? What did you think of Season 2? Was it good? Was it bad? Anything and everything, let me know in the comments down below. If you like these videos that I put out, please give this one a thumbs up because it does help out my channel. And if you're not yet subscribed, I'd really appreciate it if you'd at least consider it for more videos to come. If you're already subscribed, I love you lots. Thank you so much for that. If you like this video, you might also like the one where I talked about my 18 years in World of Warcraft and celebrating that milestone. If you want to take a trip down memory lane with me, click the video that's on screen now. Thanks for watching. I love you lots. Have yourself a fantastic week, and I'll talk at you next week when Season 3 starts. I love you.